how to kill your lust forever. Have you ever promised yourself, this is the last time, only to find yourself giving in again a few hours later? You start blaming yourself. You think you're weak. But here's something most people don't realize. Lust isn't just a lack of self-control. It's your brain running an old survival program. The good news? If your brain learned it, your brain can also unlearn it. Imagine you're walking alone with your phone. Suddenly, you see something attractive. Within seconds, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical that makes you want to chase a reward. Notice something important. Dopamine doesn't create happiness. It creates desire. Neuroscientists explain that dopamine is more about wanting than liking. That's why the urge feels so powerful, even when you know you'll regret it afterward. This is exactly why fighting lust with willpower alone usually fails. Psychologists often compare willpower to a phone battery. The more decisions and stress you deal with during the day, the weaker it becomes. So instead of relying on willpower, change your environment. If an app constantly tempts you, uninstall it. If you're alone at night, scrolling endlessly, keep your phone away from your bed. This isn't weakness, it's smart psychology. Here's another fact. Most people think they're struggling with lust, but in reality, they're struggling with boredom, loneliness, stress, anxiety, or emotional pain. Your brain simply looks for the fastest escape, and lust is one of the quickest rewards available. The next time you feel an urge, don't ask, how do I stop this? Ask, what am I actually feeling right now? That one question is one of the quickest rewards available. The next time you feel an urge, don't ask, how do I stop this? Ask, what am I actually feeling right now? That one question creates a pause between the emotion and the action. Psychologists call this increasing self-awareness, and it weakens automatic habits over time. Now here's something that changed the way I think. Every urge has a lifespan. If you don't feed it, it rises like a wave, reaches its peak, and then slowly fades away. Most urges don't last forever. They usually become much weaker if you avoid acting on them for several minutes. Instead of fighting the urge, observe it. Take slow breath. Go for a short walk. Do 10 push-ups. Drink a glass of water. Shift your attention before your brain locks onto the craving. Another habit that helps is regular exercise. When you train consistently, your brain starts producing chemicals that improve mood naturally. You become less dependent on quick dopamine hits because your brain begins finding rewards in progress instead of instant pleasure. Sleep also matters more than most people think. When you're tired, the part of your brain responsible for self-control doesn't function as effectively. That's why late at night, bad decisions suddenly seem like good ideas. And finally, don't hate yourself for having sexual thoughts. They're part of being human. The goal isn't to eliminate your sexuality. The goal is to stop letting it control your decisions. Real strength isn't never feeling temptation. Real strength is choosing your values even when temptation is present. Remember this. Every time you resist one unhealthy urge, you're not just saying no. You're training your brain to become stronger. Small choices, repeated every day, literally reshape the brain over time.